You're watching WAFF 48 News on your side. This is breaking news.
Welcome in. I'm Gina Benitez. Huntsville police are investigating after a train hit a pedestrian. This happened less than an hour ago at the intersection of Holmes Avenue and Triana Boulevard. We know Humvee crews are taking a man to the hospital. We'll let you know when new details are released.
After the storms yesterday moved out, we got nice weather for today. Lots of sunshine, a little cloud cover in southern Marshall County, Blount County, Etowah County. But overall, though, warming up fast and really bright skies out there, and it'll continue to be throughout the day. A picture-perfect day across the Tennessee Valley. Big improvement over yesterday's tough day with the storms in the morning and then the storms at night with a whole bunch of hail. That's all out of here. The Shoals right now, 67 degrees and plenty of sunshine. Look at all the blue sky you got right there. Temperatures on their way to 70 today. If you come short, you'll be like 68 or 69. You have a better chance this weekend to hit 70, but really just a delightful day across the Tennessee Valley. What the best part is we're warming things up, and it's sunny, warm, and there's not a lot of wind. Winds out of the north about 5 to 10. A little cool tonight for some of you, low 40s, but cool start Saturday morning will be erased by more warmth in the afternoon. Your forecast for Saturday and Sunday all coming right up. Gina?
We're essentially going to pull in Artemis 3 to launch in 2027 with a revised mission profile. So instead of going directly to a lunar landing, we will endeavor to rendezvous in low Earth orbit with one or both of our lunar landers.
All new at noon, Americans will not be going back to the moon next year after all. That's the word from NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. He says the Artemis program is just not where it needs to be. The original plan was for Artemis 2 to have launched by now on a mission around the moon, with Artemis 3 launching next year to land. But there have been problems with Artemis 2, so they're keeping it on the ground. For now, Artemis 3 will be another test mission, and Artemis 4 and 5 will be landing in 2028.
This is the first one that I can remember in the last 15 years that we find this type of predator.
An Athens man remains in a Louisiana jail this afternoon, accused of encouraging a teen girl to send him nude photos, hurt herself, and even kill herself. Now we've learned the FBI is involved in the investigation. 24-year-old Landon Westfall faces 2 counts of criminal assistance to suicide, 15 counts of child porn, and 261 counts of indecent behavior with a juvenile. Investigators now believe he may have had similar interactions with many other teenage girls. Deputies with the LaForge Parish Sheriff's Office believe Westfall began talking to the teen through online gaming platform Roblox. Limestone County Sheriff Joshua McLaughlin says you never know who your kids may be talking to online.
You need to talk with your children. You need to make them aware of the dangers that are out there. Don't assume just because they're on a platform or a gaming platform that's developed for children that there's not adults in there, there's not predators out there looking for them.
FBI investigators are now working to determine if those cases crossed state lines. Westfall is currently facing numerous felony charges. If convicted on every count, he faces thousands of years in prison. Well, we have a lot of unanswered questions after a Lauderdale County police chase ended with the suspect dead. We're told once that chase came to a close, the suspect jumped out of a car, jumped into a pond, and then died. This all started when deputies were notified that a man had possibly stolen a car. The sheriff's office says that man sped off after authorities found him. We're told he then tried to run deputies over. Deputies started firing at him. This led to the chase along Highway 207. The man later got out of the car and jumped into a large pond in the Anderson area. His body was found in that water a few hours later. Lauderdale County Sheriff Joe Hamilton says he's proud of how his team handled the situation.
There's certain training and tactics they use in a situation like that. But again, they're out here trying to protect this community, trying to recover a stolen vehicle, trying to arrest somebody with a warrant. And I'm very proud of the job that they do.
We're told the suspect also had multiple warrants out for his arrest. No word on what those warrants are for. Lawrence County investigators arrested 2 parents they say badly beat their infant son. Cecil Porter and Nevaeh Odell are accused of fracturing their child's fibula and tibia, breaking their jaw, and fracturing the baby's skull. The The infant also had a brain bleed. Now, our media partners at the Decatur Daily say Porter and Odell told authorities they dropped the child in the bathtub, and that's why he had those injuries. Thankfully, the baby has been released from the hospital and is in foster care. The case is bound for a grand jury. Well, your child's school may be getting some upgrades in the next few years. Huntsville City school leaders say it's all part of the district's capital plan. The plan includes smaller additions for existing schools and new schools entirely. For example, there will be a new Montview Elementary and Chapman Middle School. A new school is also in the works in the Limestone County portion of the city, where the population is growing rapidly. School leaders say they're working closely with the city to manage and plan for long-term growth.
When homes are being built or land is being brought into the city, we know exactly how many homes are being permitted that are going to be built in a particular year. That gives us the ability for our CFO and superintendent to make good decisions on whether we need to expand schools, do we need to build a new school, or what are the things that we need to do to make sure that we accommodate that.
Also part of the capital plan, updated turf fields for high schools. Well, nearly 1 month after Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, investigators say they are combing through thousands of hours of surveillance video from around her neighborhood. Liz Kreutz has the latest on the search of the Today co-anchor's mother.
Well, hey there. Right now, investigators are continuing to go through all of the evidence in this case now as we approach 1 month since Nancy Guthrie went missing. The sheriff has now acknowledged this new neighborhood ring camera that's just emerged. This was video obtained by Fox News Digital, and it shows a car driving down a road minutes after Nancy Guthrie's abduction. This was taken about 2.5 miles from Nancy's home, and it was taken outside of that 2-mile perimeter where investigators were really focused on getting video footage from neighbors trying to understand or get any clues of where maybe this suspect could have been in those moments before and after her abduction. It's unclear if this new video will be useful to investigators, but the sheriff does tell me that it is part now of the investigation. And meanwhile, we are learning more about the staffing of this case. There are scores of agents still working this case, and many of them are still boots on the ground here in Tucson. But a senior law enforcement official tells NBC News that they are also now centering many of those agents. Instead of in Tucson, they're doing so out of the FBI field office in Phoenix. They say that this is not in any way because they are giving up on this case. They say it is simply because this is where their investigators in this next phase of this investigation can hunker down, analyze all the intel, go over all the evidence, including the thousands of hours of video footage, some 5,000 to 10,000 hours of footage they've amassed. An FBI official says that they have to watch every single piece of that video in real time. Back to you.
Well, more than a dozen collegiate soccer players are headed here this weekend. More on the tournament being held in Huntsville, and a rodeo is headed to town. Why organizers believe it's essential for preserving Black history. Welcome back. 14 collegiate women's soccer teams are playing in the Rocket City this weekend as part of the Huntsville Sports Commission's Soccer Shootout. The event, now in its third year, is expected to give Huntsville's economy a boost, especially with visiting teams staying in area hotels. Mark Russell with the Huntsville Sports Commission says since several games are happening simultaneously, supporters will be able to choose which game they want to watch. Russell says events like these help solidify Huntsville's place in the sports world.
several of the teams will be spending the night. We've got a big sports weekend along with soccer. We're hosting a swim meet here at the Aquatic Center. It's going to provide a lot of room night. Obviously, economic impact is one of the reasons the Sports Commission exists. We want to bring people into town, especially to stay in our hotels on the weekend.
The Huntsville Sports Commission also hosting the 2026 Southeastern Swimming Championship this summer. You saw him alluding to that there. Officials expect more than 900 athletes and over 1,000 fans. Well, tomorrow you can get a taste of the Wild West right here in Huntsville. The annual Midwest Pro Black Rodeo is coming to town. This is happening at Alabama A&M's Agribition Center. The event kicks off at 7. Organizers say it's crucial in preserving the history of black cowboys and their impact on the U.S. You can expect cowboys and cowgirls, calf roping, bull riding, and more.
Now, your 48 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
Let's get right to the good stuff. Any events taking place this weekend, whether they're indoors or outdoors, I'd prefer to be outdoors with the weather forecast that we have. Look to be just fine, as it looks like the weather will be nice and quiet after an eventful day yesterday. Today's good, and so's tomorrow and Sunday. High temperatures close to 70 today, but we got mid-70s for Saturday and Sunday. Not much wind. The nights are cool and refreshing in the low to mid-40s, and looking good for both days. Looking good in East Limestone right now. We watched the sunrise together this morning, and now just a few little puffy clouds out there, but endless blue sky for the most part, and temperatures have responded to that sunshine very quickly. We were able to get into the sunshine fast. The one exception is areas in far southeastern zones like Etowah and Blount County and southern Marshall County. Like if you live in the Dawson area, for instance, you've been battling some cloud cover. If you're in Gadsden, there was actually a stray shower this morning. Most of this is going to move on out. The frontal boundary is drifting to the east at this point. So even this last little bit of cloud cover that's clinging to the Tennessee Valley, that will clear out as well. And therefore, it turns out to be sunny for everybody by the time we get to the 2-3 o'clock hour this afternoon. Current temperatures, a lot of 60s right now. Still think we got a chance to make a run at 70 this afternoon. That's the forecast high I went with for our 3-degree guarantee. And the 8-hour forecast shows we hit 70 sometime between about 3 or 4 p.m. Plenty of sunshine and then clear skies tonight. Temperatures will cool off a bit quick during the evening. Once the sun goes down, temperatures will fall back in the 50s. So if you're going to be out and about this evening, maybe going to dinner, you might want to grab a light jacket even though the day will be so warm. Rain on the roof Saturday and Sunday, 0%. That's why the weekend will be so nice. Now we added a few 20% Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I talked about that at length this morning. Is the chance for rain early next week is extremely low. That would be our next weather maker. So let's fast forward to that really quick for you. This is Monday at 7 a.m. After a delightful day today and a wonderful weekend, there will be some showers in the vicinity of the Tennessee Valley sometime Monday morning, but most of the activity looks like it will move to the north, and it will be that way not just for Monday, but even into Tuesday as well. If you wake up 7 a.m., there might be some showers to the east and to the north and to the west, but we're in this little pocket of sunshine and nice. And if it stays that way for Monday and Tuesday, and we don't have to make any alterations to the forecast, it won't just continue for Monday and Tuesday, it'll continue for Wednesday as well. Notice where all the rain is, to our north and to our west. This is an area that could get some soaking rainfall for about 2 or 3 days while we just bask in the sunshine just to the south of it. It'll inch a little bit closer on Thursday, and probably by Friday it will catch up with us. But if we can run that out till Wednesday and keep the sunshine around, it's not just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that are just delightful, but we could take this right into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Thursday, and we can keep more sun than clouds, keep the rain showers away, keep the temperatures in the 70s. It'll be simply delightful. Now, some rain will catch up with us by Friday. That's the higher chance of rain, and that rainfall looks like it will linger into the following weekend as well. Gina?
All right, Jeff, thank you. Certain pressure cookers are being recalled for a serious issue. What it is ahead, and social media can be great, but it can also be harmful, especially for children. How to create a healthy balance between screen time and real life next. Welcome back. The Consumer Product Safety Commission is issuing a warning for more than 40,000 pressure cookers. Officials say they pose a burn risk. The Gourmet 6-quart pressure cookers were sold between 2017 and 2020 at Best Buy and online. The commission says the lid can open while still pressurized, causing hot contents to spray out. This could lead to second-degree burns. At least 5 people have been hurt and 2 lawsuits have been filed. If you have one of these pressure cookers, stop using it and throw it away. Well, social media use disorder is not classified as a mental condition like gambling or substance use disorders, but experts say more evidence is mounting about the impact social media has on the mental health of children and teens. Mandy Gaither has more on ways parents can help create a healthy digital balance.
It's not all bad. Social media can help children and teens create connections and be creative. But since their brains are still developing, it also comes with some risk,
including exposure to racist and sexist content, unrealistic beauty standards, disinformation, and cyberbullying.
Tamar Mendelson with the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health says parents can help create a healthy digital balance for young social media users by filling their time with in-person activities. That includes phone-free meals with family when possible, healthy bedtimes, and after-school clubs or sports.
Encouraging or requiring in-person activities can be more effective than simply banning social media because it offers concrete and hopefully enjoyable alternatives.
Next, Mendelson says to choose quality over quantity. She says because everyone is different, it's not possible to set a blanket time deemed safe to spend on social media. Instead, encourage positive online spaces that affirm their identity and expand their social circle.
This can be especially useful for young people with marginalized identities, including LGBTQ+ youth and youth with disabilities.
Finally, be aware of concerning behavior, including increasing amounts of time spent on social media sites if it's interfering with daily tasks or it's difficult to get them off these sites. Mendelson says persistent preoccupation with social media is also a problem.
Those are red flags that parents and educators should pay attention to.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, final forecast. We'll take a look at the temperatures because everybody's really giddy about that right now on social media. After a day that was stormy yesterday, we got some 60s today. We had 60s yesterday, but obviously it feels a lot different outside because, one, it's sunny and nice, not much wind, and we're not tracking storms, and therefore you have a look like this in Decatur where the water looks like glass, the wind's hardly blowing, and the temperatures are delightful with a beautiful blue sky. Went for a high temperature, 3-degree guarantee of 70 today for Huntsville International Airport. I messed it up yesterday. I'll do better today. And we have 2 more days left in February to get that total to 550 for the Neighborhood Christian Center, all the money donated to Frontier Foundation. We will keep the 3-degree guarantee going all year long. Different recipients each month get the money, which is good. Tomorrow's good too. Sunshine. Let's go low to mid 70s. Beautiful start to the weekend. And then Sunday's a repeat performance, maybe even a little warmer. And even though this 20% Monday through Thursday, I think most of that's going to be mainly dry. And we're just going to take this thing all the way to almost the end of the week where we have 70s almost each and every day. It's going to be great. Good.
Looking great. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy that weekend weather. Jeff will see you tomorrow. I'll see you on Monday. Have a good one.